It's the latest chapter in the ongoing exodus from the Indian National Congress. Radhika Khera, a high-profile face, spokesperson, national media coordinator, and someone who's been with the Congress party right from her youth Congress years, over 2 decades in the Congress party, only to hang up her boots in anger and disgust. Radhika Khera joins me live now on India Today. Radhika, we've seen emotional scenes from you, a letter that you've put out in resignation from the Congress party after over 2 decades of service with, India's oldest political organization. I want to speak in specifics here, Radhika, because you've said that your decision to go to Ayodhya and do darshan at the Ram Mandir is what has triggered a certain amount of isolation and victimization within the party. Let's speak in specifics. What exactly happened?
Shiv, after I visited the Ram Mandir, I went and paid observance at the Ram Mandir, and I see Ramji is the Mandir. Ramji ka Mandir banna has been a dream of every Hindu worldwide, and for decades, पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी ये हमारी इच्छा रही है. And finally, when the Ram Mandir was made and the मूर्ति की स्थापना हुई, it was a moment that one cannot describe and put in words. And when I took my mother over there and I came back, literally जो वो शब्द है ना, मतलब I am sorry I have to say it in Hindi कि मैं राममय हो गई. उसके बाद there was nothing. That day the energy that I realized after going there was there's nothing comparable to that. And I came back and I put Jai Shri Ram ka jhanda on my house because it's not any political party. Jai Shri Ram and Ramji is not a political party, but unfortunately the Congress party made it into a political party. They continuously started saying that if you're a Hindu, then you are with the Bharatiya Janata Party. You talk about being secular, you talk about being the rakshaks of the constitution, but you are the ones who are actually against the constitution. You are the ones who are trying to destroy the Samvidhan.
Did the victimization start when you came back from the Ram Mandir, Radhika? Did it start immediately?
Yes, it started then. Yes, it did. I was taken off debates. I was hardly sent to debates. I was continuously pulled up for being too Hindu. I was continuously pulled up regularly earlier also for being too Hindu, and that I would bring up.
Who said that? Who said you're being too Hindu?
The point that my leaders, Jairam Ramesh, and as also the media department continuously who sends us on debates, they clearly said it. And everyone, I was continuously told that the leadership is very unhappy that you're too Hindu. It was continuously said that. And I was continuously pulled off debates because of that. What was very sad was that, yes.
When the Congress party decided not to attend the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, Radhika, did you raise your voice at that time? Did you register your opposition to that decision?
Absolutely, I did.
Tell us to who did you register that opposition and what happened?
To everyone. I spoke to Pavanji, I spoke to Jairamji, I raised it everywhere that this is not correct, that letter should not have been written. And my words were, ये पीढ़ियों तक हमें तकलीफ देगा जो आपने चिट्ठी लिखी है. And getting, if you are getting someone to write the letter, it was not written by a Hindu. It was written by a person who is a Muslim. Obviously, his emotions will be different. And why do you have to get it written by anyone for that matter? Jairam Ramesh ji needs a PA to write his letter. He is the head of the communication department. And then who was sanctioning that letter? Obviously, it had the approval of Rahul Gandhi ji and Priyanka Gandhi ji. You can do dramas by going to temples. You can play temple tourist all the time when there's election. But at the time when the Ram Mandir was being inaugurated, the Murti ki sthapna ho rahi thi, at that time, you should have stood with the nation. How can they forget that how Congress had been, I used to always say this, that, sir, why are we not raising the issue that Rajiv Gandhi ji opened the doors of the Mandir? I was told never to raise that issue.
Okay, fair enough, but Radhika, did you try and take the issue before, Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi, not just Jairam Ramesh? Let's put Jairam Ramesh aside for a moment. You've been in the Congress party long enough to have a direct kind of connection or to get an audience with someone like a Priyanka or a Rahul. Did you try to do that?
Oh, Shiv, you've been covering politics for very, very long. Nobody can reach Rahul Gandhi ji and Priyanka Gandhi ji. I've been waiting for 2.5 years requesting for appointments regularly. I'm sent from one PA to another PA. But I still continue to work in the party. I still don't say, maybe they are very busy. They are busy, like our former Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh was busy playing Candy Crush. Maybe he was playing Candy Crush with Rahul Gandhi ji and Priyanka Gandhi ji only. So that's what keeps the Congress party and its leaders busy. They don't have time to meet the people. And you know, Shiv, I tried to meet Rahul Gandhi ji during the Nyaya Yatra when he was in Chhattisgarh, because I was also looking after the media for the Nyaya Yatra. You know, he would come out, he would just wave his hands in small rallies and go back to his trailer. It was more like, he was like a blogger tourist who's just traveling around for his blog and his photographs. He did not meet one Karyakarta, and then there would be a message that Rahul Gandhi ji is going to meet people for a photo opportunity. 30 seconds, click picture and out. Not one word he would speak with his people. If you're traveling, you're talking about Nyay, you're going on a yatra, spending lakhs of rupees per day. That was the money that our Congress party had collected. Who was paying for that yatra? Now today, when we are in an election mode, then the party says we have no money, while the money was being used to fulfill the dreams and desires of Rahul Gandhi ji and his travel expectations. He should have spoken to our Karyakartas. If you're traveling on the Congress party's money, you should be meeting the Karyakartas. But Rahul Gandhi ji did not have time. You talk about being Samvidhan ke Rakshat, you talk about Mahila Nyay. There's a girl in your house asking for justice, but you are not giving her justice. You're talking about Samvidhan, you are talking about secularism, but you are the ones who have been pulling her up for being a Hindu and going to the Ram Mandir, and because of that you create an entire event to throw her out.
Radhika, you've painted a picture of being an outcast within the Congress party once you expressed your reservations about this boycott of the Ram Mandir event. You couldn't possibly have been alone in the Congress. There must have been other people like you who thought exactly like you and were maybe either not empowered or couldn't really speak up. You know, we've seen people like Rohan Gupta, Gaurav Vallabh and others resigning from the Congress for similar reasons to yours. They've all brought up the Ram Mandir Ayodhya issue just like you. Does that indicate that there was a lot of disagreement with the leadership's decision at that time?
See, Shiv, every Hindu was waiting for the Ram Mandir to be built, and every Hindu has been waiting to go and do darshan. So, वो सबके दिल में था. That is one thing जिसने सबको पीड़ा दी. हर कार्यकर्ता को, हर नेता को, हर office bearer को. Some people had the guts to come out in public and take a stand on it. Some people were made to shut up, like I was made to shut up. But eventually I had to come out, and I am telling you with guarantee and with utmost responsibility, there are going to be many more people who are going to be leaving the party, and only 3 people are going to be left, 4 people are going to be left, mind you, in the party. Rahul Gandhi ji, Priyanka Gandhi ji, Mallikarjun Kharge ji and Jairam Ramesh ji. Then they can all fight for Nyaya amongst themselves.
You know, Radhika, I'm not belittling your experience within the Congress party, but, you know, your critics will say that the bitterness with which you are suddenly speaking about Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party suggests that you've already made your mind up to leave the sinking ship, and ye bas bahane hain. These are just excuses that you're finding it to make it seem like principled indignation to leave the Congress party. How would you defend against that? Your critics will say that about you, saying that this is all drama now.
Shiv, on the 30th night, first morning at 1:34 a.m., I messaged Alankar ji, I messaged Kaushal Vidyarthi ji, I messaged Sandeep ji, I messaged.
These are people from Rahul Gandhi's team.
Jairam Ramesh ji, I messaged everyone. Yes, because they are the only people you can talk to. The party is run by PAs. The party is not run by the people themselves directly. You have to speak to them only. So I messaged all of them. I brought that up, and I wrote to Jairam Ramesh ji also. The only response that I got from one person was Mr. Alankar Savai, that he said, have you raised this with Jairam ji? And I said, yes, I have sent him the same message. And I told him the other things as well, and I raised the complete issue, which I had raised in person during the Nyaya Yatra. I wrote it down, and then I spoke to him that I was locked up in a room by 3 men of the Congress party. And my point is that you're talking about Nyaya. You abuse me, you do everything possible. Can you imagine a woman locked up in the Congress office by 3 men for 1.5 minutes? What must have gone through my head, what I must have been going through, and what was the intention of these people? 6 days, a show cause notice was also not sent. If something like that happens in the India Today office, would a show cause notice not be sent to both the parties?
We've seen something like this.
No show cause notice was sent for 6 days.
Radhika, you mentioned Priyanka Chaturvedi also in your press conference. Priyanka Chaturvedi, who is now with the Uddhav Sena. Something like this happened with her as well. She also left the Congress party under a cloud over an incident of this kind? Are you saying that, if a person goes against the larger party writ on a sensitive issue, it doesn't matter, women's safety doesn't matter? Is that what you're alleging?
Yes, women's safety doesn't matter as long as you're following. And I was following everything that the Congress party asked me to do. When Gaurav Vallabhji and Rohan Gupta ji left the party, I was told that since that time my Ram Mandir was advantageous to them going to the Ram Mandir. So they said, since you've been to the Ram Mandir, you will go on debates and counter them and tell them that no one stopped you from going to the Ram Mandir ji. And now the same party is trolling me for that. Leaving that aside, when same thing happened with Priyanka Gandhi ji, it happened outside but also on a party forum where she was at a press conference. What happened to me was inside the Congress office in Chhattisgarh. And what happened to a Dalit leader, Archana Gautam ji, again happened inside 24 Akbar Road. She was beaten up by the goons of Priyanka Gandhi ji on her ishara. And when she said that, when all these things happened, even Ankita Datta ji, when she resigned, when she raised her voice against B.V. Srinivas, who they call a so-called savior, when he misbehaved with her and she raised her voice, she sat down during Rahul Gandhi's Nyaya Yatra on the road, waiting for him that maybe when he passes he would speak to her. She was thrown out of the party for raising her voice. Okay. I was humiliated and I've been asking for Nyaya, but nothing happened. No action was taken. Either the woman has to leave, keep quiet, or she's thrown out of the party.
Last question, Radhika, in that case, which is that, given how angry you are, justifiably so, given all the things that you're claiming happened within the Congress party, are you headed into the BJP? The reason I'm asking it straight is because all of the other people we've just spoken about, whether it is Gaurav Vallabh, whether it is Arvinder Singh Lovely, whether it is Rohan Gupta, they've all quit based on, principled issues, and then, a few days later joined the BJP. Are we going to see you at the BJP office soon?
6 days have passed, 7 days have passed, Shiv, since the entire incident took place. I am still waiting that the party is going to remove that man from his position. The party is going to send him a show cause notice. He still continues to do a press conference every day with national leaders like Pawan Khera ji, Gurdeep Sappal ji, and our national spokespersons like Alok Sharma ji, the state PCC president, the former Deepak Baig, the former Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel ji, who is continuously protecting him. And he still continues to be a face of the party. I am still waiting for the Congress party to take action or send him a show cause notice. That answers that. And then when they blame me and they're saying that I'm a part of the Bharatiya Janata Party or I'm going to join Bharatiya Janata Party, the party should see within themselves what is stopping them from taking action. Who is scripting this? Why is Rahul Gandhi ji? Why is Priyanka Gandhi ji? Why is Mallikarjun Kharge ji so scared of taking action against someone who is protected by Shri Bhupesh Baghel ji? What has he been supplying to these people? What is the relation between Bhupesh Baghel ji and these people that they are so scared to take any action against?
Radhika Khera, thank you very much for taking our questions and thank you for being here on India Today. Thanks.